Hey, and we are live on Facebook and YouTube, and now actually we are going live on Access Consciousness Netherlands as well. Woohoo!
Yay!
How does it get any better? Um, and first of all, welcome, Suzanne, and thank you so much for being here with me. And today we are going to talk about one of the topics that contributed to me massively, and I have no idea where would I be in life if I didn't have them, which is the access consciousness body processes. Actually, I do know. Probably I would be depressed, avoiding everything in life, 90% checking out, and
Mm.
in a place that I would be constantly in judgment of myself. Yeah, there would I be.
But you're not.
Exactly. And
Exactly.
like one of the things that massively contributed that for me to change that is the access consciousness body processes. And
Mm.
still, like every time that I find myself into going into judgment, every time that I have a sense that I am stuck or that I don't know like how to change something. And like for me, that is so beautiful that we get actually have access to this body processes. Like I would have a sense that I hit a wall, or I would have a sense that I'm not able to change something, and then I would actually ask my friend to run a body process, and after like an hour or maybe even sometimes 2 hours, um, like getting a body process run, I would just wake up as a completely different person, and like the problem that seems so real and true and unchangeable would dissipate and melt. And I get that's one of the things that our bodies have a capacity of. Like actually our bodies have a massive capacity to gift to each other. And
Mm.
and actually like being touched in a way that is not judgmental, like not
Mm.
like a person have a point of view that they have to take something from you, but actually like someone like touching you with kindness and in a sense that they would like to contribute to you. For me, that's one of the most beautiful things in life.
Mm. Yeah. And that's
Mm.
beautiful how you talk about that because your body really wants to receive from another body, like touching each other. It's so nurturing. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our bodies do require to be touched to receive. And that was one of the things that I even haven't noticed, like how much time that I was spending in my head. And like I was like 90% of my energy is was going into my head and trying
Yeah.
to figure things out, understand things, and make sure that I choose the right thing, not the wrong thing. And I was spending all of these energy that here instead of to generate and create things in my life. And one of the things that I personally had the point of view of, my body is a burden. Like my body is what is slowing me down. Like
Mm.
if I just didn't have a body, or if my body just catch up with my being, everything would be quicker, everything would actualize easier and greater. I'm sure nobody else didn't done this one.
That's really funny. Yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah,
if you were without a body, yeah, what would
yeah,
you do? Wow. But we have a
and
body.
exactly, and that was the problem. Like I was have a body, and instead of working with it, to, I was trying it to do everything that I say. Actually, like, I was treating my body as a slave. I was like, "Hey, body, this is
Oh.
what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do." Instead of asking my body questions, going,
Mm,
hey, body, like, what do you know about this?
mm,
Hey, body, what kind of movement that you would like to make today? What would you like to eat? Like when I wake up in the morning, my body was like, I don't want a coffee today. And actually, like I have a coffee, I would say, role for the last maybe 7 months. Like every time I wake up, I drink a coffee. And
mm.
when I wake up today, my body was like, oh, I don't want a coffee. And I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Like it's something different. And in the
Yes.
past, I would just avoid that whispers of consciousness, whispers of my body that was actually communicating with me what it would like it to choose. And then I would eat that thing or I would drink that thing and I would have a weird feeling in my stomach, or like in the rest of the day, I would be off instead of. And when I actually started to listen to my body, and that was a skill that's been developed with the use of the body processes,
Mm,
because the
mm,
more that I get the body processes run, like I was able to get out of my head and
mm,
actually into my body and be able to perceive what my body was telling me more dynamically
mm,
before it comes to that point that I cannot avoid it anymore, which is usually for most of us, it's pain, or it could be
mm.
that you feel twisted after eating something, or whatever way that shows up for you. And that's when we don't listen to that whispers, our body's like, okay, like now I have to drag your attention to this point. And for most of us, that point is when there's so much intensity or so much pain that we cannot avoid it anymore. And then we look at to choose things differently.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm going through that right now.
Hey.
Yes. Yes. So I think my head tells me a lot, and I
Hmm.
was really used to listen a lot to my head, and then I um, got my bars run for the first time, and my world changed. And after
Hmm.
that, body processes entered my life, and I still listen to my head. Not all the time. I try to ask everything of my body, but my
Hmm.
head is loud, really loud. And I think a lot of people will recognize that your head is telling you so much what you can and
Hmm.
can't do. And so my body started to whisper, started to talk, started to shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it has to change. It can change. Yeah,
Hmm.
to listen
Yeah.
more to your body. Yeah,
And like one of the things that it keeps surprising me, like how actually aware my body is about
yeah.
possibilities, about futures. Like one of the places that I dynamically fighted my body was
Mm,
when I was in medical school. And
mm,
in the medical school, they demand you to learn a lot of information in a very short period of time that actually have no logical sense whatever. Like I have to memorize all of this information, and I just couldn't memorize it. I would just sit on front of the book, and actually I would like do this for literally like in a day I will be spending 10 hours to try to learn any information, and I was just not able to put that in. And it was like I was like getting heavier and heavier and more depressed, more depressed, more depressed, and more judgmental of myself. And actually I was making that wrong, and I was fighting with it instead of asking my body, hey body, like what you are aware of.
mm,
And like for me, before the bars and body processes, it was easier to avoid what my body was telling me.
mm,
I was able
mhm,
to go into force myself more into things
mm.
that actually didn't
Yeah,
work for me. I was able to stay there more. And the more
yeah.
that I get my bars and body processes run, and then it's like, yeah, Like
Yeah.
when I enter these environments that had a lot of heaviness and a lot of density, my body was like, no, like actually, I require space. I require something different. I require to have choice. Like my body
Mm.
was like way louder, and actually it knew ways that my mind cannot
Yeah.
comprehend.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was actually like, hey, there is like a road here, and it's not predetermined. Like you cannot calculate it with your head, but your body's like, hey, actually, there is like road that here's, and like, and it does take a lot of courage to, I'm gonna say, like, follow what you know and
Mm.
actually what your body is telling you.
Yeah.
And especially in a world that we are so entrained to
Yeah.
make the mind
Yeah.
the,
Out of the head. Yeah.
yeah, like so important and so relevant and
Mm.
the source of everything, to
Mm.
like really lower all your walls and barriers and just tap into your body and going, hey body, like what do you know here?
Yeah. So, how do you practice this for people who say, well, I'm really curious about this? How can I listen more to my body? What would you recommend to practice?
I like, first of all, to, I would say, like, especially like if you're in the like beginning of discovering like what you actually have a body, like first of all, like because I even haven't acknowledged that I have a body. Like I actually thought like my whole body was here. Like it was like it's just my
Oh,
head.
yeah.
Like I am here. And then I was like, oh, actually I do have a body.
Yeah.
Like and for me, like really what shifted that was to the body processes, like, and the more that I get the body processes, like the more that all of those structures, all of those point of views, all the personalities that I have, and that's like one of the actually body processes that I will be facilitating when I'm coming to Netherlands in June 21st, which I'm
June
super excited.
21st. Yes. Thomas Sluis.
Um,
Yeah.
Yay! And these are all started to melt, shift, and change. And that's one of them. And the other thing would be like really starting to ask your body questions that is related, that everything that's related to it. Like
Mm.
if you are wearing something, you can ask, hey body, what would you like to wear? And in the past, like I wouldn't have a certain clothes that I would choose from. Like I would just go, okay, I can wear this, I can wear that, and I can wear that, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was actually pretty boring. And actually I was spending a lot of time in a shopping mall. Like I will go there, I couldn't pick it. I was like, oh, like what's the right thing, what's the wrong thing that I was trying to figure out. And when I asked my body, hey body, what would you like to wear? It would go, that one. And I would just like wear it and it would like fit perfectly and it would actually feel great. And I go, holy shitballs. Like this is so much more fun and it's so beautiful. So how did you develop, Suzanne, that your communication, your,
Mm.
yeah, engagement,
Yeah.
communion with your body?
Well, it's funny that you say acknowledging that you have a body.
Hmm.
Uh, but maybe I started somewhere else. I think I started with lowering my barriers to give myself more space
Hmm.
and to acknowledge that I am space instead of being cramped and small about the choices I make. I was really
Hmm.
um, I was living my life according to structure. So I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that, I have to be, I have to do work hard, I have to be at my work, I have to do all sort of stuff.
Hmm.
But this was not really nurturing for me, the being, or nurturing for me as a body. So I think I started with lowering my barriers and being more present with what was happening to me and what I
Hmm.
chose for life. And after that,
Hmm.
everything could change. Yeah. And I
Hmm.
started
Yeah.
asking questions. And sometimes I ask a question and I still think my head will want to answer. at how more present I am with that my head is really loud. I can hear my body being loud too. So it's not
Mm,
only the head I'm hearing now, but I'm also hearing my body. Yeah.
mm,
And I do something totally without acknowledging what my body wants, and I will feel it immediately. And then I think, oh, okay, this is not fun for my body at all. And sometimes I want to buy something to eat, and my body is going, my belly is going to cramp, and I think, oh, if I'm going to eat this is not really nurturing for my body, so I don't buy it. But this is
mm.
really new for me. Yeah, it's new.
It it is new. Like it's absolutely a new way of living, and it's
Yeah,
a totally different path and a different skill set. Like it's like most of us haven't been trained to follow our
yeah,
bodies. It's actually exactly the opposite, to avoid what our body is telling us.
mm,
Just keep
yeah,
going, just
yeah,
keep going, just avoid it. It's gonna
yeah.
be
Ignore the
okay.
signals. Yeah,
Yeah, ignore the
yeah,
signals.
yeah,
Actually, if you can go beyond the signals, and if you can ignore it and still going, that means that you're successful. That means you
yeah,
made it.
yeah,
Instead of eh, inviting us to listen to this wonderful organism that's been gifted to us when we choose to embody on this planet, is actually our best friend. Like the moment from we came here until the moment that we're going to leave this body, it's here with us, and it's never judge us, it never makes us wrong, and it's always there for us and always looking to show us a different possibility. Like I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much.
yeah. Well, that is so beautiful when you say it like that, because
Mm.
being so grateful for your body,
Mm.
that changed everything for me too. Being grateful for the body I have. Yeah,
Yeah.
instead of making it wrong. Yeah.
And I get that is the possibility that we will love to invite you all with
Mm.
this live that we are doing, like for you to actually get out of the judgment and making your body
Yay.
go exactly into
Yes.
lowering your walls and barriers and actually starting to listen to your bodies and all the possibilities that it was looking to give to you forever. And one of the possibilities that may contribute to that is access body process classes. I will be coming to Netherlands on June to facilitate 2 body classes. You can contact with me or Suzanne to get more information about that. And Suzanne is actually a body process facilitator. Do you have any body process coming on, Suzanne?
Oh, yes. I will be doing the MTVSS soon on the
Hey,
17th of
oh,
May. Yeah.
MTVSS. It's,
I love that. So, yes, yes, that's coming on. Yeah. And yeah, the 21st, you're going to do the body process of
hmm,
personalities and
yeah,
changing all structures of, what was
yes.
it that
And
we're, oh,
communion
oh yeah,
with the
structure
earth.
to indefinite living and environmental communion. So that's a, oh,
Hmm.
it's a big one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially in a world that we are currently living, that we're
Mm,
so disconnected from the earth,
yeah.
and like we actually seeing the symptoms of this in bigger scales, like what it's creating, and our bodies is part of the earth. So, and we're acting like we are separate and we can thrive or survive separate. And for me, like I know like I don't want to be on the planet Earth like when I am separate from the earth. And it's it's one of the places that absolutely always gives me a sense of relaxation, sense of space, and a sense of enthusiasm for being alive. Like when I'm my feet touch the earth, or when I hug a tree. It's it's just so beautiful, like the no judgment and the space and the peace that actually is available when we do an Irish communion with the earth, and that is one of the body processes, and actually both of the body processes is a massive contribution to that as well.
Yeah, so everybody who thinks, yay, let's do this, you're so
Yeah.
welcome on 21st of June in Maasluis, Netherlands. Yes.
And thank you so much, Suzanne, for being here with me, and actually getting
So
this
welcome.
amazing body processes out there in the world. Like for me, I know if like most of the population was running body processes, there won't be any wars, there won't be any conflict, there won't be any I have to take this from you. It would just be like gifting and receiving and what we can contribute together. And actually how much fun that we can have on this beautiful and stunning and gorgeous planet that we get to be on.
Yeah, well said.
Amazing.
Well, thank you so much, Troy. And
Ah,
love to see you soon.
yes, me too.
Yes.
And thanks so much, everybody that's watching this now or in the future. I hope this live contributed to you. And if you know, the classes will be a contribution as well. Come join us.
Yes. Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.